In a quaint little town, there was a young boy who loved spending his summers visiting his dear grandfather. As the boy arrived at his grandpa's doorstep, he had a serious question on his mind. "Grandpa," he asked, "when I grow up, I want to be successful. Can you tell me how to do that?" The wise grandfather simply smiled and nodded. Without saying anything, he took the boy to a nearby plant nursery and picked out two small, identical plants. When they got back home, the grandfather planted one in a pot and kept it inside the house while he planted the other outside in the garden. Turning to the boy, he posed a question. "Now, tell me, which of these two plants do you think will grow better in the future?" The boy thought for a moment, then said confidently, "Grandpa, I believe the one inside the house will grow better. It's safe from all the dangers outside, like the strong sun, heavy rains, and even wild animals." The grandfather's smile grew wider as he heard the boy's answer. "Let's see what happens," he said, his anticipation clear in his voice. Years went by, and 5 years later, the boy came back to visit his grandfather again. As he greeted the old man, he remembered their earlier talk. "Grandpa, do you remember when I asked you how to succeed in life? You didn't really give me a straight answer back then, but now I really need to know." The grandfather chuckled and said, "Of course, my dear boy. But first, let's go check on those plants we planted together." They walked over to where the plants were, and the boy looked with surprise. The plant that had stayed inside the house had only grown a little, its leaves drooping and its stem thin. But the plant that had been put outside had turned into a big, beautiful tree, its branches stretching up high, offering shade to those passing by. "Tell me, my boy," the grandfather asked, "which plant has grown more? Which one would you say is more successful?" The boy looked at the towering tree and then back at the smaller indoor plant. "The one we planted outside, Grandpa. But how is that possible? That plant had to face so many challenges out there." The grandfather nodded, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. "Ah, but that's precisely the point, my boy. The plant outside had the freedom to spread its roots and grow, and the very obstacles it faced, the storms, the rain, the harsh sun, actually made it stronger and tougher." He went on, "You know, my child, real success in life isn't about avoiding problems or always seeking comfort. It's about facing challenges head-on, enduring the tough times, and using them as steps to climb higher." The boy listened intently, his grandfather's words resonating within him. The plant inside the house might have been protected, but it never had the chance to really grow. It stayed small and frail, never reaching its full potential. On the other hand, the plant outside, despite all the challenges, turned into a beautiful, sturdy tree, tough enough to endure even the harshest weather. The grandfather paused, letting the lesson sink in. "You see, my dear boy, the challenges you encounter in life aren't your enemies. They're your allies. They're what will mold you, make you stronger, and push you toward success." The boy nodded, his eyes shining with newfound understanding. "But Grandpa," he asked, "how can I be sure that facing those challenges will lead me to success? What if I fail?" The grandfather looked at the boy, smiled. "Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a part of it. When you face challenges and keep going, you're not just getting stronger, but more resilient too. Failures are just steps on the way to achieving something great." The boy listened, his thoughts swirling with the profound wisdom his grandfather was sharing. "If you make the comfortable choices, you'll never truly grow," the grandfather continued. "But if you're willing to confront the challenges, no goal will be beyond your reach. The more you struggle, the more you'll learn, and the more you'll grow." The boy nodded, his understanding deepening with each word. As they walked back to the house, the boy couldn't help but glance back at the flourishing tree, its branches swaying in the gentle breeze. He knew that from this day forward, he would approach life's obstacles not as hindrances, but as opportunities for growth and triumph. The wise words of his grandfather had planted a seed of wisdom within him, one that would continue to blossom and guide him through the years to come. The boy knew that success was not about avoiding challenges, but about facing them head-on and using them to become the best version of himself. With a fresh determination, the boy vowed to never back down from the challenges ahead. Instead, he would face them bravely and with strength, just like the strong tree that had grown from a tiny seedling. In today's fast-paced and ever-changing world, it's common to feel overwhelmed by the many obstacles and challenges we face. Our instinct is often to look for comfort, safety, and the easiest way out, avoiding the discomfort of confronting challenges directly. However, the deep wisdom shared in the story suggests that real growth and success come from facing these challenges, not avoiding them. It's a message that speaks to the human journey and provides a meaningful perspective on how we can navigate the complexities of today's world. At the core of this wisdom is the understanding that the challenges we see as obstacles can actually drive us toward our biggest successes. Like the plant growing in the open garden, we also have the power to turn difficulties into chances for growth and achievement. When we face the storms of change and uncertainties, we have the opportunity to grow deeper roots, build stronger determination, and broaden our perspectives in ways we never imagined. The challenges we encounter act as the rich soil that fuels our growth, making us more resilient, flexible, and ready to tackle whatever comes our way in the future. It's a significant change in thinking, one that asks us to see challenges and tough times in a new light. Rather than seeing them as things to steer clear of, we need to view them as opportunities to grow. When we accept the discomfort and face the challenges, we open up a whole range of possibilities that can push us forward in amazing ways. Indeed, putting this into practice is no simple task. Our natural urge to find comfort and safety can be strong, and it's only human to want to step back from uncertainty. However, the story's wisdom serves as a reminder that genuine success and satisfaction often come from facing the very challenges we're tempted to shy away from. Just as the plant that was sheltered indoors remained stunted and small, we risk stifling our own growth and limiting our impact on the world around us if we choose the easy path. It is only by facing and overcoming the challenges that we can truly blossom and reach our full potential. The lesson is clear. The difficulties we dread can be the catalysts for our greatest achievements. By approaching life's obstacles with a mindset of curiosity, courage, and resilience, we open ourselves up to experiences that will shape, strengthen, and propel us forward. It is in the face of adversity that we have the greatest opportunity to thrive. So the next time you find yourself confronted with a daunting task or an unexpected setback, take a moment to reflect on this timeless wisdom. Embrace the storm, nurture your roots, and trust that the struggle will cultivate the growth you seek. For it is only by weathering the elements that we can truly become the magnificent, towering figures we are meant to be.